Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Eitaikyo service this morning. Will you all rise for the entering of our minister, Reverend Marco Sawada?
Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu. Today, before the altar with Shinshasa Buddha, we gather together to observe the Eitaikyo Memorial Service. According to the glossary, Eitaikyo is defined as a perpetual memorial service. This gathering, memorial service, is for all departed members of the temple. In particular, we honor those names which have been placed in our temple's Eitaikyo register. The word Eitaikyo means perpetual SHUKA, which is to honor our ancestors for transmitting the Buddha Dharma for us, the current generation. And they aspire to be for the future generation too. This gathering is a gift from them to us. We are able to encounter the Buddha Dharma and to reflect on how we are living our current life. The Buddha Dharma is a path to relieve the pain and suffering that permeates human life. It relieves our own pains and anxieties and directs our energy towards helping others to find meanings and happiness in their life. As we honor to remember those predecessors and their contributions to our temples and to our individual lives, may we take this opportunity to reflect on the meanings of life and evolve to work towards fulfilling the wish they had for us. We continue to gain inspiration from the memories of them, receive their encouragement to continue our study of the Buddha Dharma, to come to appreciate our own lives and to live together in a spirit of true gratitude. Let's be reminded that it is important to understand that it must be never ending. On this occasion, may you reconfirm our commitment to listen diligently to the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha and the Master Shinshu, the teachings of the NEMBUTSU. Respecting Gassho Keep on October 3rd, 2021. Place your hands together in Gassho. Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu.
Thank you again for joining us this morning for our special service. As Sensei mentioned, this service is held to remember all the lives in the past that have been so instrumental in the success of our temple. Please turn to your red service book on page 45 for the singing of GATHA SHINSHU SHUKA in English. Page 45.
sweet to me in riches profound. What happiness you bring to me is far beyond all wants. Sing, 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 sing away until my heart comes full. Your wisdom and compassion I truly embrace.
Thank you. Please be seated. We'll now have the chanting of AMIDA led by Reverend Marcos. This is on page 70 to page 87 in your service book, followed by EKKO on page 90. Again, page 70 to 87 and EKKO on page 90. We will also have you offer incense during this time, and I will be reading names of those who had passed and have been members here at the temple and have led to contributing to the success of our temple. So those are the names that I'll be reading throughout the chant. Thank you. Offering of incense. Those who recently passed last year: John Sakai Horikawa, Mitsuji Higashi, Koichi Yoshihara, Mio Honda, Minoru Higa, Francis Tachiyama, Irene Tachiyama, Eugene Mukai, Charlotte Nakanishi, Eddie Nakanishi, Shinshu Yoshioka, Mitsuru Yoshizaki, Yoshihito, Ruth Nojima, Masao Yoshitaku, Nojie, Yoriko Wen, Katsuhitsuru Sakata, Yuta Yoshioka, Sakae, Ueno, Hatsue Sakata, Hayako Kobayashi, Tsuji Kanzai, Tonpei Matsunaga, Tomoko Matsumoto, Tomojiro Matsushita, Satsu Minakami, Tamotsu Minakami, Murayoshi Mitsuhara, Yoshimatsu Miyagi, Kama Miyakawa, Kademon Miyakawa, Tokuju Misaki, Ume Misaki, Chiyo Mizuta, Junko Mizuta, Sugio Mizuta, Morita, Yoshino Murakami, Kikue Murakami, Mieko Murakami, Matsuo Nakagawa, Yaeko Nakahodo, Matsuhisa Nakamura, Yoshiro Nakayama, Sato Yoshimura, Koichi Kobayashi, Tsuruhei Kaneko, Toku Masunaga, Hajime Matsushita, Kimiko Matsuhara, Seiji Nakagawa, Katsuki Nakamura, Jinshiku Nakayama, Katsuke Nishiyama, Kobe Kozaki, Takazo Maeda, Nobuo Matsumoto, Matsue Matsushita, Masayuki Ichihara, Takashi Minakami, Tokube Minakami, Matsu Miyagi, Kikumon Miyakawa, Shigeru Miyakawa, Jinsaku Miyazaki, Tsukako Miyazaki, Tomiko Miyahiro, Ishoji Mizoka, Kenji Mizoka, Sumiyo Morioka, Haru Moritomo, Kazuyoshi Murakami, Mamoru Murakami, Yukie Murakami, George Nakahodo, Kamimoto Nakamura, Tsuka Nakamura, Toyo Nishikawa, Kumiko Nishiyama, Yasubuso Korie, Tomikaro Iida, Matsuko Imao, Shoji Hiro Ishibashi, Kazuo Ito, Yoshiaki Ito, Marue Iwata, Juzo Kagami, Kaomi Kagami, Saichi Kai, Kama Kagawa, Mamoi Kakazu, Kama Kakazu, Katsue Kamimura, Sobachi Kamimura, Beihachi Kasadate, Hisayo Kashi, Suzuko Katagihara, Tomo Katagihara, Kyurichi Kawataka, Juyo Kawazaki, Ume Kihune, Tomoyuki Kitahara, Shosue Kiyohara, Takashi Ichimura, Kazama Ikeda, Nikue Inoue, Shizue Ishibashi, Sanjo Ito, Kamakaru Kawasaki, Hatsue Kihone, Harumitsu Kinoshita, Ihei Kiyohara, Su Kiyohara, Shizuyo Iida, Teruo Ikeda, Sei Ishibashi, Wataru Ishibashi, Shuze Ito, Shintaru Iwamoto, Showa Iwata, Kama Kagami, Masaichi Kai, Tsune Kai, Masashi Kawazu, Kakazu, Oto Kakazu, Misao Kamimura, Taka Kamimura, Nobuko Kamishiro, Kadashi Kasadake, Hisakichi Katsugihara, Takumi Katsugihara, Masami Katsura, Shizuko Kawakami, Someno Kawakazu, Kazuo Kihone, Rutsu Kisen, Sekizo Kiyohara, Teru Kiyohara, Tsueyo Nishiyama, Tsugeto Nojima, Kaneohe, Takeo Ota, Yoshiko Okabayashi, Terumi Okamoto, Akira Omoto, Jinpaku Onishi, Masaru Otsubo, Kokujiro Otsubo, Fred Sakamoto, Hideto Sakamoto, Kameo Sakamoto, Kumi Sakurada, Sadakichi Shibata, Enihachi Shishiro, Masayo Sueda, Katsuko Suehiro, Toyojiro Suehiro, Aiko Tachiyama, Taketa, Kiichi Takahashi, Rie Takahashi, Deisaku Takano, Kimiko Nojima, Sumio Nojima, Aisuke Ota, Nisuke Oda, Tama Kaza Ota, Ume Tachiyama, Asayo Takagawa, Kusuku Takahashi, Sachiko Takahashi, Makita Takebayashi, Morris Nojima, Tsukihori Nojima, Uichi Oda, Shige Oda, Yoshi Okabayashi, Rengo Okamoto, Yume Okamoto, Okino Omoto, Kumiko Otsubo, Tesu Otsubo, Soichi Sakai, Hanjiro Sakamoto, Hiroshi Sakamoto, Kuni Sakamoto, Tsumu Sakurada, Masaru Shigemitsu, Toru Shishiro, Hanue Soneda, Matsuo Suehiro, Masami Sumida, Ishi Kagawa, Kichitaro Tagakawa, Matsui Takahashi, Tamekichi Takahashi, Kitsu Takebayashi, Seichi Adamiya, Katsuo Akamine, Tsutaro Arano, Shigeyoshi Chine, Asako Fukada, Jinio Fukuda, Sai Fukuda, Tamai Fukuda, Yuka Fukumoto, Tomosaku Fukuyama, Kana Ganiko, Isamu Hake, Senkaru Hamaguchi, Kazue Hamamoto, Kamekichi Hasebe, Yoshiharu Hasebe, Wallace Hiyami, Jinsuke Higa, Nobuo Higa, Ushi Higa, Haruki Hirasaki, Kiyono Hiranaka, Genpei Honda, Noi Honda, Yoshimitsu Honda, Hatsumi Akagi, Manjiro Akagi, Shizue Arigi, Roger Fujita, Edna Fukada, Fukuda, Tsunao Hirasaki, Tone Hirose, Matsu Honda, Stanley Honda, Yoshitoki Honda, Hisashi Akagi, Sugio Araki, Shizuko Arue, Fujiwara, Arue Fukuda, Sadai Toshi Fukuda, Shigeki Fukuda, Sonoe Fukumoto, Kana Fukuyama, Chiyoko Ganiko, Dorothy Hatsuka, Nambe Hamaguchi, Denjiro Hamamoto, Masai Haruno, Kami Hasabe, Masao Hakayama, Kei Hayashida, Maka Higa, Sugi Higa, Yutaka Higa, Inosaku Hiroki, Buntaro Honda, Mitsuku Honda, Waka Honda, Hatsue Korie,
不可思議功徳一切所諸語人形者利法情報性不本文部祝福応部工場部高校部大変見部座敷法華言式部チャラ十王部法華等部見一切義部入手未戦行税と母が社修書各応募国出向徴税総返本三千大先生絶頂実語当修上当修税書不可思議功徳一切勝負称号年行者利法如意運河ご公明一切勝負称号年行者利薬院三美南自然妙人門税勝負小絶妙実行妙者絶唱三山万自然妙人外一切勝負武将語大徳部大天安のくたら三百三宝だ絶好者利法尿と回答柔道が実行勝負小生者公約人無没願根没願通過翌章阿弥陀仏国者絶唱人と海徳部海的あのくたら三脈三宝だ大非徳道脈維新脈症状脈東証脈絶唱やり超然難し専用に脈一生者遠いおつが小児国土社利法ヨガ根社小三小部不可思議功徳非小仏と役所説が不可思議功徳にさせ言者無二部の維持下右四地の放射場国土五辱悪性五辱権辱煩悩辱修上辱病辱中徳のくたら三百三宝だ異小修上節税一切世間難し司法やり法土地が王極楽悪性上司難事国阿のくたら三百三宝一切世間戦士難し司法聖理人難仏聖死教医やり自称ビク一切世間千人アシュラと文部諸聖歓喜真珠サライ日光仏聖阿弥陀経 gratitude Amida Buddha, your promise to get in your show. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. We vow to give equally to all this miracle truth together to raise the mind of the body and awaken to the realm of servant and joy. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
We'll now have the Dharma talk by Reverend Marco Sawada.
Sorry, I hope it's a little hard to listen to me today, and we're really sorry for the problems we have on do license. So sorry, I'm changing here the battery right now. It's all the protocol. We have a lot of things that no, we cannot
control.
Yeah, we cannot. Yeah, really, this is what's happened.
Very well.
This is all we are doing like a life. So sorry for a lot of problems we have today, but we will put in our streaming our YouTube channel after that. Your hands together in Gassho. Master Reno reminds us every time important things about how to listen with the heart. You should listen as if you are listening for the very first time. You should listen as this message is for you alone. And you should listen as this is the last time you will ever do so in your life. Master Reno, 500 years ago. Namo Amida Butsu. Reverend Makoto Ichiraku reminds us in encountering those who have passed on before us, we become able to truly contemplate what life is. Namanda. Good morning. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you, you are listening this to Dharma Talk, and you are watching at our YouTube channel. Thank you for being present. The most important thing is keep it to listen. Today, we are talking about Eitaikyo. Eitai means perpetual. Kyo is the word of Buddha, the content of the Buddha's teachings. Actually, we don't have a sutra called Eitai, Sutra Eitai, or Perpetual Sutra. But this is a way we can express as a human here to continue to transmit the teachings of the Buddha from generation to generation. It's a memorial service in which
we honor all deceased members of this temple, our ancestors. They did a lot of things to keep, to hold, to maintain, to build this temple. This is the reason we can sit and listen to the Dharma. You can listen to the Dharma because they have a really hard moments here. I heard because I came from Brazil. In Brazil, when the first immigrants came, the two things they try to do is make one place to people gathering together. From this place, then we gather together. They start to learn Japanese culture, language, and a place to make like a funeral and worship. This is two places, important place. They said usually kai kan. Kai is together, is join. Kan, place. Yeah, it's a place to join. Like that. And because that's the hard life. Before they have one temple there, a lot of people used to carry on that ihai, that piece of wood, yeah, that tablet of wood there, in wood. They used to take to the for the farms, for the plantation, because to overcome their hard life, because a lot of things we cannot imagine how it's really hard the life they have. And from that aspiration, they built the temples, yeah, a place to. This is what you have to think. How much effort, how much perseverance, how much things happen, yeah, do you have this place? This place we can call as a dojo. Do is in kanji, in Japanese, in Chinese character, is path, road, yeah, nichi in Japanese. Dojo is a place. Path means the place to learn. It's not you stop, you continue to learn, because the path is you go. Every time you go, is impermanence. It's place to learn. But here is a dojo of Buddhism. Yeah? What they built, they have a lot of aspiration here. Because the same kind of anxiety, the same kind of feelings of to find a path for your life they had before us. In the same way, and they could come here, they could listen to these Dharma talks, they could reflect in their lives to overcome all kind of this kind of hard life they have. This is the reason they want you continue this temple. This is really important. We continue. We don't know if you are how many years more this temple is still alive. If conditions goes, this temple go too. But if you can continue keeping this temple alive is important. You listen to the Dharma and you send your donation, because this is aspiration coming from not only for your current generation, but for the next generation too. We are so selfish today. We are so engaged in only our reality, a micro reality, micro reality we have, and we forget a lot of important things. Your base, so you know about who you are. Everything you have, money, we have status, social position, your body, all will melt. will be melted. All will disappear because it's impermanence. But one thing we cannot change that is the truth. And this is what they want. They have the aspiration. We come here, listen, reflect, and really encounter the really what is really happiness in our life. This is the meanings of Eitaikyo. Eitaikyo is perpetual to keep these facilities. Mainly, the sutra means is represented by this beautiful altar. In this beautiful altar, they could found their spiritual base, spiritual strength, as a Nembutsu follower. The temple provides an important function of serving the needs of the community here. The essential part of this beautiful altar provides us opportunities to deepen our understanding of life and give us spiritual strength through the guidance of the Namo Amida, the Nembutsu. Thus, unselfish devotees who passed away after living their life as a Nembutsu follower, they were your parents, your grandparents, whose efforts made today's status of this temple possible. For our gathering, for our place to learn something about ourselves. They want you to support this temple as a place where you and the next generation can gather together here and can continue as a seeker to be awakened to the truth, ultimate reality. As I recited before, Reverend Makoto Ichiraku says, in encounter, those who have passed on before us, we become able to truly contemplate what life is. And the Master Renyo reminded in his works too, into a whole village, a man only. What does mean? In a whole village, only a man. We can imagine how hard it is to encounter these teachings and to listen to the teachings and to incorporate is harder. It's harder you take these teachings for your life, your practice. But this is the aspiration. You come here because you are a seeker. You are trying and you are listening to our Dharma talk here. You are seeker too. You want to know, you want to make sure which position you are right now. This is really important. If you don't know where you are right now, how you can get your next step, your destination. This is the reason it's important to us to confirm our position right now. And you ask to the people passed before us, to Buddhas, to the teachings. They know more about ourselves than ourselves. Yeah? And the Master Shiram, in the chapter 6 of Tanisho, affirms that he never had a disciple, any disciple, because all disciples included himself, included Shakyamuni Buddha, included the seven masters, included all your ancestors and you. We are all disciples of Amida Buddha. Of course, Amida Buddha is one symbol of wisdom and compassion. But we are disciples of this wisdom and compassion. That means this Hongan. Hongan is the aspiration of Buddha. You really become happy and you can find your true self. Yeah. Amida Buddha's Hongan, yeah, is this aspiration of Buddha. I cannot be Buddha if you don't become Buddha first. It's like your dad, your mom, your ancestor think about you. They cannot be Buddha if you don't become Buddha too. Your suffering is their sufferings. Your anxieties is their anxieties. And there's the reason you come to listen. Listen is too important. Listen. Not listen what you want, but listen what we need. What is the truth? Listen, come, not you choose. This is I accept, not accept. Listen, come to you. This is wisdom of the Buddha. Kaneohe Higashi is a dojo, a place to learn about yourself, about Buddhism. But the most important things, of course, is you send your gift money. But the most important things, you listen to the Dharma. Listen to the truth and continue your path as a seeker. Yeah? You do Namo Amidabutsu in only gesturality and gestural. Oh, I do Namo Amidabutsu. Oh, don't work, but keep on listening, and you follow. And Namo Amidabutsu will work. It's not more your want to, not your this. The wisdom work into you, and we start to rethink about who you are, yeah? And you encounter yourself, your true self. This is Buddhism. Buddhism is science, is philosophy, is Buddhism is you, is evolution as a human, to understand about our origin, where we are going, where we came, and where we are, and who we are. Is Buddhism is not philosophy, is not science, is not. Buddhism is the truth, the kind of truth. Is evolution as a human. You have no retrogression path. Well, retrogression means you listen. We can try to forget, but all your daily life prove you the wisdom work in your life. And if you keep listening, you can realize this wisdom work in our life. This is the most important thing to Eitaikyo, realize the wisdom. Only the teachings become wisdom. Become wisdom in our life. This is how works Namo Amida Butsu. Your hands together in Gassho. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You are watching us. Thank you for this Eitaikyo. And we hope, yeah, of course, is it important you receive this fund, this money for keep this altar, keep this school. But the most important, school without students don't have meaning too. And without the teachers don't have meaning. That is not only this facility, is the Dharma work. I take refuge in Buddha, I take refuge in Dharma, I take refuge in Sangha. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Sawada. can all rise, if you're able to, for the singing of GATHA ONDOKUSAN II in English on page 54 in your service book. Page 54.
Together, Gassho. Embraced by Amida's great compassion, I respond with gratitude, dedicating my life. Embraced by my dear teacher and good DHARMA friend, I must answer gratefully through all my life. Nyorai dai no ondoku wa myo ni shite mo ozubeshi shishu chishiki no ondoku mo ore o kudagire mo shasubeshi. Namo AMIDA, Namo AMIDA, Namo AMIDA.
GATHA NEMBUTSU on page 127.
Namo AMIDA, Namo AMIDA, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA, Namo AMIDA Butsu. Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu.
Please be seated. Thank you everyone for joining us on our special Eitaikyo service. Also want to thank everyone who did the flower arrangements. It's so beautiful. Thank you, Stan, for your floral donations, and Karen, Gladys, Dale, Norma for making such beautiful arrangements for us every week. Thank you. As far as announcements, we will be having Omigaki next week, October 10th on Sunday. Same time, we'll start at 9. We'll have short service, so dress casually, and we'll be polishing our ornaments in line for October 17th for Onko service. Thank you. If you can stay to help with our newsletter mailing preparation, we would appreciate it. Thank you, Zip. Thank you very much.
Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu, Namo AMIDA Butsu.